Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we are going to rank the Week 2 Master Set items for the 22 and under NHL event in Hockey Ultimate Team. Week 1 was a blast. This new event in the style that they had it made it accessible for pretty much everyone. And in my opinion, one of the best events they have ever done. Now, before we get into the rankings, the one demographic of the player base I think that this event does not really excel with is the end game players. So I'm talking like the hut rich. And again, this is like the one percenters, my team included. I just don't think that there's enough cards that will be on your team come GWC or come April. And that's completely fine because there are ways to make almost half of your money back. And that's phenomenal. This event has been great. Don't misunderstand what I'm saying. I think this has been awesome, and I hope that they keep doing this style of event where you can get in on a master set at 86 overall and work up at your own pace. The one thing I don't really like is that there's a cap at 92. I kind of wish they were just like normal X Factors and went up to 99, because while people are chasing these 92 overall cards, a lot of the high-end X Factors like McKinnon, McDavid, Matthews, Drysdale, all the guys that will be 99 at the end of the year, there will be a cost to them, are just going for way too cheap. So I just want to preface by saying that these 11 cards, I'm not going to lie, there's very little difference between any of them. They have done a great job in balancing almost every card. And I'm not going to lie, there was some more cards in Week 1 that I think are more effective than in Week 2. But nonetheless, these cards are great, and we're going to rank them in terms of importance and longevity. So let's get into the ranking. All right, let's start at number 11, and I know a majority of my viewership is probably from the province of Quebec, and I'm going to get flamed in the comments, but I don't care. This card, when you add everything up, is just not it. It is by far the worst one in this release, and I will explain why. All right, so let's take a look at him. 5'7", instantly means he's completely useless in his own zone, and all right, that's it. When you round out the fact that his third synergy is well-rounded, I've mentioned this many times, just not one that you're probably going to have activated. There are many other synergies that a lot of the top-end cards have that you would much rather prefer than having well-rounded. So there is a 90% chance that you don't have this activated, which means you automatically lose the fact that these have 3 synergies available to them. Gladiator is probably the one that you want to put on this card because to help out his body checking. And then he's got Applesauce. So now let's take a look at the rest of them. 94 speed, 95 acceleration, and 99 agility. Those are all very good. His shot is in the mid to high 90s, and his hand stats are almost max. Body checking at 82, and defensively he's okay. He is a pure winger. He can't play center, obviously. Here's the issue, guys. You could literally make the left-handed version for the same price, and he's 5'11", much better defensively. Cole Caufield will blow over with the wind in this game. And, that's not to say that I think that he's a bad player. I don't. I think that he's going to be a great player in the NHL. And I know that I made a joke that he's still in the AHL. He's back for a week. All right, I was making the fact that he was in the AHL when this event, anyways. That being said, guys, I just think that you are going to find, if you have to spend 350,000 coins to get this card, that you're more than likely going to regret it. Now, obviously, if you're a Montreal Canadiens fan, which 70% of the players that I go up against are, obviously make him. He is going to be one of your favorite players for the next decade, and I don't blame you at all. But if you are someone looking to invest, or if you pack him untradeable, I really would not spend the coins to invest in him, because he's going up against Ovechkin, McKinnon, Eichel, Stamkos, Pasta, Panarin. I can go on and on and on. It's just unfortunate. He's right-handed winger, and there's just so much competition already. Coming in at number 10 is Ty Smith. Now, on defense, obviously, I've mentioned this a number of times, that size is really important at defending the blue line, the length of their stick to be able to stick check things away. He's very quick with distributor. He's got 93 speed, 91 acceleration. That's basically what Connor Bedard was, and we all know from the community what Connor Bedard feels like. That being said, he's got 96 shot power, 87 accuracy, and everything else is very good. He's even got quick pick, which is one of my favorite things. I just think that, guys, there is going to be a few smaller defensemen that you're going to have in your lineup. Cale Makar, for example, or even Quinn Hughes. Having too many is kind of detrimental to you. And on the left side, you've already got Bowen Byram. You got Victor Hedman. You have Rasmus Dahlin in the last release. It's just, he has a lot of competition. And unfortunately, when the bigger players which won't take much longer, get up to about 90 speed or higher, then this card becomes pretty much just, there's no way to make up for the fact he's only 5'11". So I think that he is a good card now, especially. Just he will fall in value very quickly. All right, I'm going to do it again. For anyone that has been around my channel for a couple years, we all know the debacle about the Christmas Rene. That being said, this Jake Oettinger, if it is not the best goalie in the game, then we will never have an ability to predict or tell based on stats if a goalie is good, because he has legitimately everything that you want. He is 6'5", which is huge. His speed is 94. His aggression is 70. He's got no timer and X-ray, two of the best superstar abilities. If this card is bad, guys, we have no hope. All right. Now, I would not, again, this is tough. I think that this card is more important than Smith and Caufield, because if you got Jake Oettinger, you do not need a goaltender for the rest of the year. That is why I think that he ranks in at number 9. I still would not go out and make him unless you were a Hut Rich. If you have all your other positions covered and you're just kind of rotating goaltenders, kind of like what I'm doing on my God Squad with Jacob Markstrom, then, okay, look to this card and upgrade him, as you will. He's got good synergies with Buzzing, Wingman, and Workhorse, and Magician as well as one you can activate, plus Thief and Protector. So, not bad synergies at all. I just think he checks off all the boxes. I could be completely wrong. I apologize. But if this one is not good, there will never be a good one. All right, here's where things get kind of like murky, guys. Like, you could flip almost the next 6, and there's an argument to be made. So 92, Kaapo, Kakko with Buzzing. The thing I mentioned in the release of the Week 2 cards, there's just no, they gave Buzzing instead of Distributor or Fly the Zone, and it feels like EA is being extremely safe. And I understand why they don't want everyone to have max speed, especially at the end of November, early December, but it makes these guys just have a much harder time. Buzzing is not a synergy that you will have activated easily, and I'll explain why. Because these cards and how synergies work in NHL 22, they are put on, so let's talk about speed, for example. They're put on cards that have speed deficiencies. You don't see a lot of fast players with speed synergies because they're already fast. The synergies in this game are used kind of to make up for deficiencies in other areas, which is awesome, which I really, really like. The problem is that the cards that have Buzzing available to them also have Distributor and Fly the Zone, which are much more important in my opinion. But let's say that you get Buzzing activated. He's got 91 speed, 97 acceleration, and 90 acceleration and 97 agility. He's got Protector and Applesauce. I'd probably activate Applesauce. And then Light the Lamp is good. Shot is in the mid-90s. The reason why he is so low on this list is because I think Svechnikov is just better. Like, I just think that, I think he's very, very good. I think that the pro type of players, the guys in Division 3 and above, are the type that are going to use it. But the majority of my viewer base are probably in that, 6 to 3 range. So you're just not going to see 300 or 400,000 coin value out of this card, in my opinion. He's extremely good. But again, I just think that people that are going to have Connor McDavid and some other ones that are in this release, I think are just better for you. Coming in at number 7 is the 92 Joel Farabee. He comes with Distributor as well as Booming Shot, Protector, and Magician. Magician is one that can be more activated or a little bit readily more activated among the better players and better cards. He's got Shutdown, which is awesome. I talked about this in the event release. He's a very good defensive card, but defensive wingers are not needed in abundance, so it's kind of an issue there. 92 speed, 90 acceleration at 6 foot. If Connor Bedard felt slow, Joel Farabee's only an inch taller and basically less skating stats. So I just think that his skating takes too much of a hit for the fact that he is not exceptionally large. His shot is mediocre. The only thing that I like about him is the fact that he's got Shutdown and a good synergy combo. So other than that, I'm not really a fan. And again, guys, he's not a bad card. I don't want to, I always get comments about how people think that I'm saying these cards are bad. They're not. They're great cards. It's just, I'm talking about in terms of you guys spending 400,000 coins. This card is not worth 400,000 coins right now, and he's only going to go down further. Going in at number 6, we've got the 92 Noah Dobson, again, with Buzzing. He's also got Applesauce and Booming Shot. And then his synergies, he's got shutdown, which is great, and in reverse is not bad either. The problem is he only got 90 speed. So again, you have to get buzzing activated, and almost I'm almost at a point where I would recommend Workhorse. The reason why I have him so low, or this much lower, is because Seth Jones is basically this card already, and his X Factor has a chance to go up, whereas Noah Dobson's capped at 92. Seth Jones throughout the year will eventually get cards to get up to there, and he's already basically got these attributes. The big thing about Noah Dobson that's great is that he's 6'3". However, like I said, there are other cards out there. If you guys have got Dougie Hamilton or Seth Jones or John Carlson, for example, you can get them very cheap right now, and they'll end up being better, and they're basically the same thing. Coming in at number 5, we've got the 92 Jamie Drysdale. Now, the reason why I like this card a little bit more than some of the other ones, like let's say Ty Smith, for example, is that right-handed defenseman, other than Cale Makar, there isn't a lot that like fit this mold. He's got quick pick, which is awesome. And then when you get his synergies activated, 3 of which are very obtainable, he's got 93 speed, 93 acceleration, maxed out agility, maxed out deking, and puck control. You can dance at the line with him. Here's the thing. If you have Cale Makar already, hard pass on Jamie Drysdale because you've already basically got this card. This is, again, a ranking that can change dramatically. He could go down to like 10 or 9 if you've already got Cale Makar. But if you don't, this is a great one. And I think that because of his hand stats, defensive awareness, stick checking, all of that, he can last quite a bit longer than, you know, if you didn't have Cale Makar. Then coming in at number 4, we've got the 92 Dylan Cozens. I wrestled with this one the most because low-key, these next couple are extremely tough. So he's got Buzzing, Heart and Soul, and Spark. Buzzing will get him up to 91. He's got Magician and Thief, which are all good, and then Applesauce. At 6'3", that's great size for a center. He's a very, very good center build. His shot is good, but his speed, acceleration are both 90 overall. That's going to be outclassed pretty quickly. And again, I'd just rather have Kirby Dach from the last event or someone that we're going to talk about in a second. He's got quick pick, which is good. Close quarters at 10 is just absurd. I would not do that. Very good, just not great. Like, he will be on your team for quite some time, and he's a perfect center build. But you've already got Matthews, Drysdale down the middle, and then the other options in this event. Then coming in at number 3, we've got the 92 Quinton Byfield. So I was waiting for this card. I thought we would get it. He didn't get Distributor, which I'm kind of rattled with. He got Buzzing, again, same situation as the other one. So he's got 90 speed. With Applesauce and Light the Lamp, he can also get Thief, which I probably would choose Thief over, which means that his stick checking is going to be 95, his defensive awareness will be up higher as well, and so will his shot power to almost be maxed. He's got Shutdown, which is good. Back at You is actually a really good one if you can activate it. However, it's a little expensive, so it's going to depend on your team. But 6'4", great size. Like, this could be your 4th-line center for a very long time. He's just very slow. Like, his skating is pretty tough to use, and I think Kirby Dach is just a better card. That's why I'm not a huge fan of, like, not this whole week, but, like, the card selections and the kind of safe way they did with the synergies. Just not a huge fan as I was in week 1 for this release. But again, this is a good event and a great card. I just think that the skating is a little slow. I wish it was in, like, 91, 92, maybe. But again, that might be too overpowered, and again, might just be getting greedy. But this is going to be one of the best centermen for quite some time. Then we've got number 2, the 92 Alexis Lafreniere with Light the Lamp, Distributor, and Magician. The reason why I really like him is all 3 of these synergies are very easily obtainable and fit into almost every team. And when you add in all 3, he's got 92 speed, 90 acceleration, which isn't good, but he is 6'2", so that makes up for that. He's got a good shot. His hand stats are all maxed. So you are going to be able to make dancing cuts, all of that with him with ease. He's got some pretty good superstar abilities as well in Truculence and Unstoppable Force. And then Third Eye, I've really been liking the passing abilities, and I'm going to have a video that goes over superstar abilities. Again, guys, you can interchange a lot of these. This is just my personal preference. I like the 6'2". 92 speed is just on the border of what I think is okay. And then all of the hand stats. Like I said, I think last week was just better in terms of the cards and some of the stuff they had released. But when you add everything up, I think Alexis Lafreniere is number 2. And then number 1 is the 92 Jack Hughes. He's got Buzzing, Applesauce, and Thief. Again, 2 synergies that are easily activated. And if you're going to get Jack Hughes, get Buzzing. Find a way. 94 speed, 95 acceleration, 99 agility. This is what Bedard should have been. Then he's got high 90 shooting, basically maxed out hand stats and very good defensive abilities as well. You could play him at center. I wouldn't recommend it. But the reason why I think this card is number one is A, lineup flexibility. He can play center or the wing. His shot is phenomenal. And last year, his cards were so good. Like, one of my favorite cards the entire year was the 2030 Jack Hughes cards. He just plays very good. And I think that you guys are really going to enjoy him. I like the synergy mix, except for buzzing, and as well as tape to tape. I'm a big fan of that one as well. So he is the number one card from this release, in my opinion. And I hope you guys enjoy it if you are on the hunt for him. All right, guys, so that is going to do it for the rankings. Let me know what you think in the comments section down below. And don't forget to subscribe for the most up-to-date NHL 22 news and info. I'll see you guys next time. Have a good one.